So my name's Toni Telfer. I work in the Brisbane office of KCB Australia and I manage HR and operations. I got started in HR during my time with KCB, so I did not do HR before joining the company. I had some roles more in hospitality and actually with a health and safety focus before I joined the company. I lived overseas in a few different countries. I got started at KCB in 2004. I was here on a working holiday visa on a bit of an Australian adventure, and I had gone to a temp agency and they had a role available to help someone move offices. And then it turned out that the person I was helping at the time, a manager director, he enjoyed working with me and he needed some help getting some things organised. So I ended up staying for the full 3 months I was allowed to work at that time. When my time was finished on that 3 months, I had met Len Murray, who was at the time the VP of MEG, which Australia was a part of. And he had said, when your visa comes through, we'd be happy to have you back. And then from there on, I just kind of did everything. I even did some study in CAD drawing because we didn't have a drafter. So I went to TAFE and I studied CAD drawing, and then I was able to make updates to drawings. But I just kind of enjoyed the people side. I really liked helping people. I really liked supporting people. Coming into KCB, it was those nice, like onboarding a new employee, helping someone move countries, getting a visa for someone to go overseas. So it started off probably more from an administrative perspective. I had a mentor in our Vancouver office, our former HR director. She definitely had a big impact on helping me in my career. And both herself and the VP of Australia helped support me with some studies. So over the course of about 4 years, I did some HR specific studies. I did not study HR prior to joining KCB. And I've been doing self-learning. I've been attending courses in my own time, and I'm still studying today. So it's been a bit of a lifelong journey, I guess, having been here for nearly 20 years. And I think I commenced the HR study in around 2012. So it's been ongoing. A typical day for me varies a lot. I think even saying there's a typical day is probably not true. No two are the same. Our group is quite large now. We are over 180 people, and so with that, we've got people in the field, we've got people in the office, we've got people working from home, people traveling for conferences. So providing that people support not only to our employees but also to management, and also helping corporate with some global projects as well. A typical day, so I start quite early. I like to have a good crossover with our Vancouver office. I work quite a lot with the team over there. So I usually get to my desk at about 6:30 in the morning. I will have meetings with the office over there, usually in those first few hours, focusing on topics such as the IMS, people projects that we've got going on, global meetings that I might be involved in organising. And then from there on out, if I'm in the office, probably have people popping over to my desk. I'll be catching up with people in the office here. If I'm very lucky, it might be one of the great days where I get to deliver training. I love training. And I like seeing that people have been helped by something that I've delivered. And then, I usually wrap up and go home, walk my dogs, and I might have to get back online and do something in the evening, but not too often, which is nice. The days when I'm at home, I do try to keep on my reviewing, my writing, anything where I've really got to focus. I find at my home office, that's quite an easy place to do that. So HR is helping to create a positive working environment and culture for the Australian group. I guess through a lot of different activities that we've got. It's great to see not only the growth of KCB, but our team's growth, because we can support people a lot better. And I think we're developing training programs at the moment. We really want to support our team leads and managers to support the team, because there's only 2 of us. So the more people that we can give those skills to, the more we're helping the people. So a real focus for both of us, because I know we're both working on that project globally at the moment, is manager training to help support the employees through that. And we're also very excited about team building and communication training that we're doing. So I think it's that ability to help share the people side of the business, help develop our team to be able to help each other. KCB has supported me throughout my career on so many levels. I've mentioned the study. So KCB supported me financially. I did the work in my own time, but they supported the costs for that, which was really appreciated. They supported me with my professional registration. They supported me by giving me more responsibility and helping me progress. I've had the opportunity to meet teammates around the world, which is just fabulous. Having a network in South America, in Canada, in the UK, here in Australia. It's just really been such an amazing job. I think you could have the misconception because I've been here for 20 years that I have no ambition or drive. It's absolutely not true. I've had 5 different jobs with the company. I feel like every day is a challenge and I'm still learning. And my VPs that I've worked with, so there have been 3, have all been so supportive. I would consider them to be friends. And that's one of the things I like about KCB is no matter who the leader has been, I've seen that they care. And that's a real core value for me. KCB's Australian operations have grown a lot. So there's been really amazing growth, not just in the number of staff where we are. 2011, I got to help set up the Perth office, which was fantastic. And they're sitting pretty close to 40 staff at the moment. I've been able to visit Jono down in Newcastle, which is lovely. We've got someone down in Hobart. We've got Melbourne and Adelaide. Mostly remote workers at this point, but just to see that growth not only in people, but where we're working has been fantastic. The growth of the Australian team has seen us bring in more graduates. We've had more opportunities to bring in students and graduates recently, and it's been great. I'd say over the last sort of 5 to 10 years, we've got some people that have actually stepped through student, graduate, P1, P2, and they've really been able to develop their career at KCB. That's awesome. Like, I like seeing that on an individual basis. I know the team really enjoys working with the sort of the fresh minds that are coming through from uni. It's been great to see them getting exposed to the cool projects that we have. I've had the benefit of traveling to one of our sites in Papua New Guinea, and I know I found it pretty crazy to be in the middle of the jungle in PNG, being a girl from a small Irish town. And I think that's a similar experience that the YPs have, but how amazing, to have that opportunity to get to do those sorts of projects. And to do the technical work that we do in the office, to work with some of the industry renowned seniors that we have here. I think it's, I like the opportunity it brings for people, and I like the enthusiasm that I'm seeing. It brings a real life to the office. What I enjoy most about my job is the people. I think anyone you speak to would probably be able to answer that for me. I really love helping and I love supporting. I like to see people progress. Being here for 20 years, I've seen it a lot, and there's nothing better for me than seeing someone do really well in their career, knowing that I was able to help to support them. And even in difficult times, it's not always about the happy times. I like to know that I can help, especially if there is a difficult situation going on, and I've been able to do that. I like to think that I help us to behave in a kind and professional manner. That's what I want to bring to the role. Work-life balance for me, I think people sometimes picture a little balanced scales, and I don't think that ever exists. Very rarely in life do you have this perfect balance. It's a seesaw. There's times where the business needs me and I'm on a flow and I need to be working on the business, and there's times where my life really needs me and I have to focus on that. There are times when it's balanced, I don't mean to make that sound like that never happens, but it's a bit of an ebb and flow. Work-life balance for me is probably those little things. I start early so I can connect with Canada, but then I'm home early and I can connect from home if I need to. I work from home 2 days a week. Amazing. I live quite far away from the office, so for me that's a real benefit. And I think just the flexibility that the business has had. There's trust in me, they know I'll do my job. And anytime I've needed it, I've been able to go and deal with things. So that's been really, really appreciated. Outside of work, people are often surprised to find me fully decked out in my motorcycle gear, going for rides on the weekend. I currently own 3 motorcycles. One of them's a project, which I'm working on, so a little bit of amateur mechanics, I guess. I'm an artist, so I've had an exhibition. I submit artwork for shows. and I do commissions for people, and I have 2 dogs and a wonderful husband who I probably should have mentioned first. I actually met him through riding motorcycles, so we have that shared interest. So neither of us are the sensible one when it comes to motorbikes and dogs. There's probably going to end up being a house full of both.